Hey, thanks for tuning in. Here are your new movie highlights for November 28th to December 4th. Beyond the Lights is an American drama starring Gugu Mbatha-Raw about a young singer's struggle with sudden fame and how love conquers all. You might remember Mbatha-Raw starred in last year's UK historical drama, Belle. Beyond the Lights co-stars Nate Parker, Minnie Driver, and Danny Glover, and is written and directed by Gina Prince-Bythewood. Corner Gas the Movie is a Canadian comedy that revisits the characters of the Corner Gas TV series that ended in 2009. Set 5 years later, the film reunites Brent Budd and the rest of the show's cast to hustle to save their bankrupt town of Dog River, Saskatchewan. Possibly the goofiest thing about this movie is that it screens in theaters for a handful of days before it's scheduled to air on national television for free. Next up, Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis, and Charlie Day reprised their roles from the 2011 comedy Horrible Bosses for the sequel, Horrible Bosses 2. This time around, their budding entrepreneurs is soon turn to old habits and their old bosses when they're derailed by an unscrupulous investor. Horrible Bosses 2 co-stars Christoph Waltz, Chris Pine, and Jamie Foxx. Laggies is a coming-of-age comedy from director Lynn Shelton about a young woman who tries rejecting adulthood by hanging out with teenagers when her boyfriend proposes marriage. Written by novelist turned screenwriter Andrea Siegel, the film stars Keira Knightley, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Sam Rockwell. Promised Land is a 2013 drama from the Netherlands about a young Tunisian's attempt at a better life in and beyond his revolt-torn homeland. Written and directed by Alex Pitstra, the film stars Abdelhamid Nawara and screens as part of the Canadian Film Institute's EU Film Fest until November 30th. Rosewater is an American drama based on Canadian journalist Mizir Bahari's 2011 memoir, Then They Came For Me. Written and directed by Jon Stewart, the film recounts Bahari's 2009 imprisonment by the Iranian government for spying. Rosewater marks Stewart's directorial debut and stars Gael Garcia Bernal and Kim Bodnia. And lastly, Women Who Flirt is a Chinese romantic comedy from director Edmund Peng that stars Cloud Atlas co-star Zhu Zhen. Based on the film screenwriter Lo Fuman's 2010 book Everyone Loves a Tender Woman, it's about a woman who steps out of her comfort zone to win the heart of her longtime crush. That's your handful of Movie Quips highlights for this week. As always, find more screening info for these and other movies at moviequips.ca. Subscribe to this channel, follow Movie Quips on Twitter, and check back soon. Have a good one. Cheers.